Hi everyone, welcome back to the Purple Tulip Workshop, and I'm your host Shipra. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do a rib effect with the front post and back post double crochet technique. So let's get started. So for this type of a rib effect, which we're going to make with our front post and a back post double crochet, we're going to start up with our slip knot. And I'm going to make our foundation chain in even numbers. So I've got my foundation chain of 16, and we're going to be working on this second loop. So this loop on the hook is never counted. This is the first chain, this is the second chain. So I like to work on my back loops. I'll be doing a double crochet all the way through. So I'll do a yarn over, I'll insert my hook into the back loop over here, like this. I'll do yarn over, I'll pull through. Then I'll do yarn over, I'll pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull to the remaining 2 loops. I'm going to be doing a double crochet all the way through. I'm going to pause my video now and I'll come back once I've come to the end of this particular row. I've come to the last back loop over here, so I'm going to do my double crochet. And now to move on to the second row, we'll do chain 2. And we'll turn our work around. And now to start with our front post stitch, we're going to be working on this particular post. So the chain that we just done is considered as our first double crochet in that particular row. So we're not going to be working on this first stitch. We're going to be working on the second stitch, and we're going to be lifting the post, this particular post that you see. So we're going to be working on it from there. So we'll do a yarn over, we'll bring our hook and we'll pull up the post like this. We'll do yarn over and we'll bring the loop through from underneath that post. And we'll pull onto the yarn, stretch it up a little bit, and then we'll do a first part of our double crochet, so that we'll be bringing the yarn through the first 2 chains, and then yarn over, pull through the remaining 2 loops. So this is how the front post is done. This kind of a stitch can be used wherever you want to create a ribbing effect on like knitwear, sweaters, anything like that. So the cuff area or the neckline, wherever you want to create a ribbing effect, you can use this there, the second one. So we'll just do a double crochet in the next stitch. Like this. And then we'll do a front post in the next stitch over here. Then we'll do a double crochet in the next stitch. And now skipping this because we've already done a double crochet on top of that, we'll work on this next one. So we do yarn over, hook underneath the post, pulling up the post like this, yarn over, pull through the yarn, pull up the yarn a little bit, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the remaining 2 loops. And I'm going to just keep on doing this till the end, and I'll just come back. I'll pause the video right now and I'll come back. Now we'll do our chain 2, and we'll turn our work around, and we're going to be now doing a back post double crochet. So we'll have a yarn over. And if you see, this was the post that was actually creating the rib on the other side. So now we're going to be using a back post. So I'll bring our hook like this and then like this. So you'll be able to see the hook through that particular post. We'll do yarn over, and we will pull the yarn all the way through and lift the yarn up, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the remaining 2 loops. And now I'm going to do a double crochet in the next stitch. So this is the first stitch, we've already got the chain 2. This is the second stitch that we've just done a back post double crochet. This is the third stitch. So on the third stitch we'll do a double crochet. Now I'll just show you how this ribbing effect is going to be created. So if you see, you have this front post and then you have this back post that we just worked, but it looks like the front post itself. So it's going to fall on top of each other, and we can have that ribbing effect created on our work. So we have this one rib. This is the third rib that we have here. And then double crochet in this last stitch. We'll do chain 2. We'll turn our work around. So now you'll be able to see that we have these ribs created. Now we're going to do the front post double crochet. So the chain 2 over here is already working onto our first stitch. We'll do a front post double crochet, I'm just going to complete this and do a few more rows, and I'll come back. I've come to the end of making this swatch. I've done 5 rows. So front post, this was in the back post row, front post, back post, and then last one I did was a front post row. And now you can see the ribbing effect. You have these posts falling on top of each other. This creates like a nice rib. You can just use it like a cuff area on any of the sweaters that you want. Do as many rows as you want. That creates a nice pattern here. So I'm going to just finish this off on this swatch. I'm going to just pull onto this yarn. I'll do a chain 1. And we'll just pull onto this yarn. To snip this up and pull onto this yarn. It will then just lock the particular swatch. So now we're going to finish the swatch. I'm going to weave in the tail ends into the existing stitches over here. I'm going to be using a darning needle to weave in. So I'm going to just come back in a minute once I've done that. So I've got my yarn into the darning needle, and we're just going to weave this particular yarn into the existing stitches. Just snip this up. And I'll do the same with the other end of the tail. So this is how you can finish up the tail ends of the yarns of your projects. And we just weave it in with the darning needle. I'm going to just do that particular portion in a minute as well. So I've woven in the tail ends over here and over here. I've just finished this swatch. And I'll just quickly show you how this ribbing effect looks like. If you look at it like this, you'll see the post falling on top of each other. It's really nice stitch to be used when you're making a sweater or anything like that, or like maybe a blanket. You would just want to use this type of stitch on the borders. So you can, in sweaters, you can use it on the cuff area or maybe the neckline area of your sweater. It'll look really nice. You can use this type of a technique of making the front post and a back post stitch by using the single crochet, double crochet, triple crochet. So the technique is basically working on the post. So if you use it on a single crochet, it will be known as a front post single crochet stitch or a back post single crochet stitch. For a double crochet, it's a front post double crochet stitch, a back post double crochet stitch. And for a triple crochet, it is known as a front post triple crochet stitch or a back post triple crochet stitch. So the technique is what is used to create the ribbing effect. And the front post stitch or the back post stitches can also be used to create different type of stitches as well. So this is the ribbing effect stitch that I've just done. I'm going to be doing a tutorial soon on another type of a stitch where we use the front post technique. So I'll show you that to you soon. If you like this video, then do give it a thumbs up and do subscribe to my channel from the link below, and do click onto the bell icon for the latest updates. Take care for now. Bye bye.